What's good, man? It's your boy E coming at you with some finance solutions. And really quick, just wanted to go over a couple plays. Obviously, TSM was one with earnings. Did give you some decent range to trade off of. I mean, even starting as early as pre-market trading here at 86. Got as high up today as 91. Decent range. And I mean, looks like a pretty easy little play there on the way up or down, whatever's your preference. But again, did have this one on the watch list. Briefed on it yesterday in my short segment. Here's another one that I briefed on that actually had earnings as well. Alaska Air Group, definitely giving you some range to trade off of to the upside and downside. I mean, basically the entire market was like that today in one way or another. I mean, bullish off the open, topped out, and then dumped, then made a slight recovery. For the most part, all large caps are going to kind of follow that same basic pattern. Obviously, another earnings play, same kind of inverse V shape, but actually, I mean, those are the easiest patterns to trade. Bullish off the open, top out. And like I said, these are like some of my favorite setups to trade. Just have to confirm that we top out for an extended period of time on a higher time frame, such as a 10-minute or 15-minute. So you could see, I mean, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 minutes, almost an hour. We were up here topping out, had some resistance before we ultimately rejected and faded. The washout. Again, I did brief on this one as well. Looks like AMD was actually looking decent today as well. I mean, off the open, just bullish to the upside before ultimately topping out and then fading. This one actually topped out, rejected a little bit, then kind of recovered and then made a new high, this 91.58 before fading with the rest of the market here. I mean, looking at NVIDIA here, definitely dumped and gave some back. And I mean, considering how bullish it's been over the last few days, I mean, look at these last 3 days. You can clearly see that there's a clear resistance up here at 279.30s. I mean, we hit it 3 days in a row and basically topped out and just refused to go any higher. And being that we were so bullish, like I said, you have to, basically know that it's only a matter of time before we do hit that resistance and reject. And that's exactly what we did. Kudos to anyone that was able to capitalize on that fade. Decent. 279 down to 270s. I mean, that's huge, bro. Netflix, again, only a matter of time. I mean, Netflix was just super bullish today, and it does make sense, being that this thing is looking weak the past few days. But I mean, just like textbook looking trading today, as far as I could tell, bro. Like, I mean, it's just consolidation down here going into the open. I mean, this is a 15-minute chart, so we're talking for, over an hour here, consolidated on this 319s. Like I said, just bullish off the open and then consolidating up here. Did run into some resistance here, but like I said, never broke down the 120, the 9 or VWAP, and was able to actually take the next leg higher and make a new high here, 331.40s, before ultimately fading with the rest of the market going into the close. However, did maintain a higher low. I would look for this thing to continue to show relative strength. Another one I briefed on here, this MCRB, looking weak off the open, kind of breaking down. Did come down here and respect the support that I had drawn in from a previous day. Just like I say, like right around lunchtime, or not lunchtime, but right around 11:30, we do get that wave of volume come in the market, and that's exactly what happened on this play. Series Therapeutics, and this thing, I mean, nice little trend to the upside here. Again, off the 15-minute before ultimately topping out and rejecting. But we are maintaining a higher low at about the 630s. So definitely one to keep your eye on. DRMA, another one I briefed on, said be on the lookout. Keep your eye on it for the simple fact that it has been maintaining its higher lows, stepping on up. And as you can see today, continuing the same pattern here, maintaining that higher low that we put in from the previous day at around 250s, and actually got all the way up as high as 370s So decent range on that thing. You know, it's your preference. If you like buying dips, you could have called it to the upside. Inversely, if you like fading, you could have called it to the downside. Doesn't really matter, but decent range and volatility to trade off of. I did bring this one to your attention. Ticker symbol WW, again, another one that I made a quick short on yesterday for the simple fact that we were kind of stepping up and putting in some higher lows on the daily and also intraday. As you can see, we did hold this level here, this higher low, and then we had some momentum to the upside. And again, from, 875 up to 950s, decent range to trade off of to the upside and obviously the downside as well. So again, depending on your preference, the opportunity is there.